prayer, if you will, fell to the floor on blackened knees, and all the trees fell still. Press my hands between my thighs and pour the thistle milk.
Obviously I'd done 2 albums before The Haunted Man, and I suppose it just took me a year after all that travelling, and like I felt pressure to kind of create something better and better myself, and I think I was just quite tired and wiped out creatively, and so it took about a year of just not really doing any music and trying to fill my time with other things. And then I guess the conception of the record happened with Lilies and The Haunted Man. Those 2 songs kind of started it off, and then I took about 2 years to write it and produce it all. The Haunted Man is a lot of different things, but I think he definitely features all along the record. He could either be a lover or a soldier coming back from war, or he could be my granddad, or he could represent the ancestry of England and sometimes represents nature. I think The Haunted Man in general is a concept of something or somebody or past relationships that I'm trying to let go of and move through and become kind of hopeful and joyous throughout that process.
And saw what he had sent. Children of a private world, to be conceived in milk.
Writer's block is terrifying for an artist. I think it's the worst thing that can happen. Well, not the worst thing, but it is terrifying if you're desperate to create something and there's nothing coming. But I think it's a good lesson to learn, is to learn to deal with that, because it happens all the time, and just sort of, I think maturing as an artist and developing your skill is partly about realising when to just let go and pursue other interests, or just have fun and lighten up a bit and not worry so much. So that's what I had to do. I did drawing classes, I did some gardening, I went back to my old university and hung out with my art tutor and read books, and then baked cakes and kind of just nested, I suppose, at home. I suppose all of the creative things I do feed into the albums, and the album feeds into them. I suppose it's a whole process, and I don't think that I can really separate them all, but the drawing and the writing and the music all grow together as a kind of fully formed being, and over time I think I'm just constantly ploughing in and putting stuff into the whole concept, and it grows as a kind of entity, I suppose.
Left you behind. Your heart broke when the party died.
I think each album I do, I try to be brave with, because if you're not pushing yourself into territory that's frightening, then I think you're kind of sitting on your laurels a bit, and so I think there's bravery in this record in terms of the fact that the vocal's very upfront. There's quite a lot of emotional, intimate interaction between the listener and me, and I think I really laid myself on the line with my emotions and being quite open about things, and I hope that comes across.
To that lonely song, you're the train that crashed my heart. You're the glitter in the dark, ooh, Laura. You're more than a superstar.
Hi, this is Natasha of Back for Lashes, and you're watching Baeblemusic.